I first became associated with the UFCW. Actually, it was the retail clerks then. When I went to work at Wine Gardens in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And it really interested me to be able to help workers.
Gene Britton, the director at that time, met Marc, was impressed with Marc.
I met Marc in 1977. Local number 1583, Little Rock, Arkansas.
I remember his passion, for workers, his commitment to organizing, and his fierceness as an organizer.
Any time that a really impossible mission came up, a really tough campaign or a tough assignment, seemed like Marc could get pulled off the crew and be sent to that by our director, Gene Britton.
Marc had that leadership ability, and he does.
You can't be an organizer with the UFCW unless you have it in your heart to do it, and Marc has it in his heart to do it.
As an organizer, you listen a lot more than you speak.
Listen to them about what their real issues are, trying to solve problems around those issues.
He came with a reputation. I mean, everybody knew Marc Perrone, everybody knew the work he did. So a reputation of always thinking about the members.
He's been an organizer, he's been in collective bargaining, he's been our secretary-treasurer.
I became the secretary-treasurer in 2003.
He showed his true leadership when we had pension issues, pension crisis, we had financial crisis.
We started to diversify the portfolios that we had to sort of hedge out any potential downside risk in the market, which allowed us to rebound much, much quicker than most other financial institutions.
Rather than just finding the easy solution by increasing per capita, Marc found creative solutions. For that, effort on his part really saved our union thousands and thousands of members today and long into the future.
Shortly after I was elected as president of the International Union, I flew to Dallas along with Esther Lopez, and Mr. Britton swore both of us in because he's a lifetime member.
It was a very pleasant evening. Then he pulls on me the membership pin for 70 years, That was respect.
Marc did really a tour, which I've never seen before, but he went into our industries and meatpacking plants, into grocery stores, and had a conversation with our workers.
I think the fact that he went out and didn't say, I know all the answers, but he wanted to listen to people and find out what they needed, what they want.
As an international president, you have to be open. You have to listen to different ideas, different thoughts.
Marc's leadership just comes out with almost everything he does, tackling some of the most controversial and challenging issues of society.
Marc is committed to helping to solve the problems of racial and economic justice, not just within the labor movement, but I think he's preparing to do this as a national leader.
Whether it's criminal justice reform, immigration reform, income inequality.
When the rich are getting richer while working families fight for scraps, I say hell yes. It's time for a little class warfare. Corporations started this war and we intend to finish it.
Regardless of their gender, their sexual orientation, what language they may speak, all those characteristics are secondary to the fact that they are workers.
His vision for working with community groups and working with other progressive groups really has been a great example to local unions on how we can do better.
The connection point that in the value that we show to the communities as a labor organization is that we're a part of that community in good times and in bad.
Marc's just not a progressive leader for the UFCW. Marc's a progressive leader in the entire labor movement.
You put Northern California, Southern California, Hawaii, again, all the Western states together, and it's an enormous piece of our international union, and Marc recognizes that.
I think by the progressive work that they're doing in California sets the stage for the rest of the United States to have something as a target, so to speak, to shoot for.
Marc is hardworking, and I think he inspires us all to do better for our members, because Marc really wants to do better for our members.
I'm proud to be part of a union that Marc Perrone leads.
Marc sees the UFCW as a union that has to help pave the way for the rise of labor again.
He is an authentic guy. When you're talking to him, I don't want to use it, turn the speaker off, but you're not getting bullshit.
And I know Marc is just as dedicated, if not more today, than he was the day they hired him.
We need to be understanding that there are changes that are taking place in this country today, and we need to give everybody an opportunity to have a seat at the table. I like riding Harleys because they're American made. I like riding Harleys because they're loud, because you feel free.